almost 9 o'clock in the morning now, and I'm in a bit of a rush, at least another 3 hours to get to the Smithsonian Space Museum Site 2. Apparently the big one in Washington DC itself is closed until October the 14th, which means it's impossible for me. So apparently they have a sister museum in Virginia, not far from Washington DC. I don't know, probably 50 miles looking at the map. So I'm heading there now, and hopefully that will suffice. That's a real shame. That was the big item of why I wanted to come to the States. It's been closed for quite a while. They're doing some reimagining of it, refurbishing, getting items back into the museum and stuff like that. I mean, October the 14th, I'll be on the other side of the country by then. It's just impossible. The only way would be for me to fly back just for a day and then fly back to wherever I am. But let's hope that this particular museum, the sister site, will be as good. I just hope so. We shall see. Anyway, this is the road that it's taking me on, and it's a little, seems like I'm going through the Dandenongs here. Oh, here's a cute bridge. This is so quintessential American small town. We keep going ahead. Well, here I am at the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. Not the one in Washington, but the one in Virginia. The Washington one is closed. Can you believe it? So anyway, I'm hoping that this one will satisfy my curiosity. Right, this is an arcade of honour with all the names of people involved. Yeah, I dare say the Aussie guy is here somewhere, but take too long to find him. Andy, that's right. Well, it's a fairly impressive building. So, let's see what it's like inside. Well, Craig, there's your favourite aircraft. The Blackbird SR-71, I think it's called. Behind it is the Space Shuttle Discovery, which I'm looking forward to having a good look at. Oh, there's me. Oh. Oh, there's the camera there. No, it's up there. Yes. Well, here I am in the Air and Space Museum, and in front of me is the SR-71. Oh, it's documenting what I say. Well, I'm from Australia and I've always wanted to see the SR-71 and the shuttle, so here I am. Okay. Well, we're continuing along. It's certainly long and sleek, unbelievably so. And there's a tip. Now if we go back and look along and zoom along, you can just see how far it goes back. Just a minute. Let's go back. Just unbelievably long and sleek. There's the rear end of the SR-71. My God. Lots of cowling on the back of the engines, obviously to hide the heat signature. Fantastic. What I came to see was the SR-71 and the shuttle. The SR-71 is amazingly long, but very tiny at the front where the cockpit is. I'd say there's only room for one person there. Well, if there's two, they're squeezy. Oh yeah, there's the distinctive skunk on the top there. I'd love to be able to touch it, but it's all enclosed, I'm afraid. Just a quick view over from one end to the other. There's a whole heap of helicopters. The SR-71, of course. The Corsair up the top left. And other stuff down the end, which we'll get to. You start off on the second floor and there's a ramp down to the first. It's so narrow, it's only wide enough for one person. The old Huey. This is my favourite aeroplane, the Sabre. Early 50s. It just reminds me of the Korean War and early jet engines. That distinctive nose. Wonderful. Actually, a nig, a faggot bee. Now this is another one which looks familiar because of the twin intake. Now I've watched YouTube videos about this plane, a little snub-nosed German thing. It's amazing. It's rocket powered, no propeller. I think the propeller at the front is probably just to get power or wind speed. That's my guess. Not sure where the intake is, but somewhere. There's a separate area where they're actually doing work on all different things. Fantastic. I wish they'd have as much light in the exhibition room as they do in here, though. They could do with more light. It's hard to see some of the stuff. Well, there's some weird stuff up in there, that's for sure. It'd be nice to return one day. It's the Enola Gay. Oh my God. It's a dirty, great big plane, that's for sure. 4 engines. Two things I didn't know that were going to be here, and that is the Enola Gay and a Concorde. This is an Air France Concorde. How about that? There's those unique square intakes on each side. Like everyone, I wish I could have flown it at least once. But I think at the time it was like $10,000 for one way. You get to see a Concorde. I've heard one in Bali. I heard one take off from the other side of the bay. It was so loud, unbelievable, and it would have been an Air France. Definitely some aircraft. It's a super constellation. We have our own, it's called Connie. This one, but it's the Boeing Stratoliner, Pan American Airways. So, I dare say quite a neat plane in its day. What started it all, the Boeing 707. Oh, well, here I am, just about to leave. There's the Smithsonian in the background. You can see the big tower, whatever it does. Right, so I'm off to the hotel now. The whatever it's called. It's in Arlington, Washington DC. I'm off. Well, I'm finally leaving the Air and Space Museum. It was pretty good actually. I enjoyed it, but of course after a few hours, it gets a bit hard on the feet and whatever, and it's after 3 o'clock easily. So it's going to take an hour or two to get into Washington. So in a way, I apart from maybe that Saturn V rocket part, which is going to be at the DC site, I saw a lot of the things that I wanted to see. I saw the SR-71, the Concorde, and of course the space shuttle. So it was pretty good. I think that will probably do me. So the next, 2 days anyway, will be traipsing around DC, looking at Lincoln Memorial and the pond in front of it and things like that. So yeah, a lot of walking to do. So I'll get to the hotel, I think, and just do some laptop work, editing this, etc, etc. But anyway, yeah, it was well worth going. Free to get in, but $15 for parking. So I was surprised it was free to get in actually. I bought 2 magnets and a sticker, a NASA sticker. The magnets is one for DC's, just in case I can't get one, and the other one for this museum. So I'm all sort of magnets sorted out. Alright, I'm going to hop in the van, I can see it down there, and drive into DC. That's going to be a challenge in itself.